Every year, without fail, as the month of February unfolds, the world enters a season of love. Valentine's Day, a day of romance, of whispered promises, of hearts beating in unison. And amid the roses, the candlelit dinners, and the fluttering confessions, there is one timeless tradition, one indulgence that has come to define this celebration of affection: chocolate. Why, every Valentine's do lovers reach for a delicacy that melts on the tongue, sending waves of sweetness straight to the heart. It is the season of love, and at its heart, both figuratively and literally, lies a universal symbol of Valentine's. Chocolate and romance have been intertwined for centuries. The root of this traced back over years to the ancient civilizations, where the Maya and Aztecs revered cacao as the food of the gods. They ground its bitter beans into a thick, spiced drink, believing it held mystical, even divine properties. But it was not until chocolate reached Europe, sweetened, refined, and transformed into something luxurious, that it found its true destiny: love. By the 19th century, chocolate had become more than just a treat. It was a gesture. The Victorians, those masters of romance and restraint, recognized its potential as a gift of sentiment. With the rise of the Industrial Revolution, chocolate became more accessible, and in 1861, an Englishman named Richard Cadbury did something extraordinary. He took the idea of giving chocolate and placed it inside a heart-shaped box decorated with cupids and roses. It was not just a confection anymore. It was a love letter, one that could be held, unwrapped, and shared. And just like that, a tradition was born. There is something undeniably intimate about chocolate. It melts slowly, lingers on the tongue, and fills the senses with warmth. Unlike flowers, which fade, or paper cards, which are tucked away, chocolate is an experience, one that lovers share, savor, and remember. Over the decades, the simple act of giving chocolate on Valentine's Day has evolved. From heart-shaped truffles to decadent pralines, from silky milk chocolates to dark, mysterious varieties infused with exotic flavors, every piece tells a story. Some chocolates are filled with caramel, as golden and smooth as young love. Others are laced with liqueurs, rich and heady, like the passions that deepen over time. But perhaps the most beautiful thing about chocolate is not its taste nor its texture, but its ability to bring people closer. A single box of chocolates can bridge the space between two hearts. It can be an unspoken apology, a whispered confession, or a promise of something more. As it turns out, chocolate is more than just a poetic symbol of love. It is scientifically linked to the very emotions that define romance. Inside each piece, hidden within its cocoa-rich depths, lies a tiny but powerful chemical: phenylethylamine. This compound, sometimes called the love drug, is known to mimic the natural rush of dopamine that floods our brains when we fall for someone. No wonder chocolate makes us feel lightheaded and euphoric. It is, quite literally, the taste of love. And then, of course, there is serotonin, the chemical that brings joy and calm. wrapping us in the same warmth we feel when we hold the hand of someone dear. The act of sharing chocolate on Valentine's Day is more than a gesture. It is a way of saying, I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel loved. Every Valentine's Day, no matter where you are in the world, you will see it on shelves, in gift bags, in the hands of those whose hearts are full. Because chocolate, like love, is timeless. So, when the 14th of February arrives once more, let us all remember that in the end, love is not about grand displays or perfect words. Love is about the small things, the way someone saves you the last piece of their favorite chocolate, the way they know you prefer dark over milk, or the way they hand you a simple box on February 14th with a soft smile and a whispered, Happy Valentine's. Now, we bring you the homemade chocolate.
Ingredients for homemade chocolate: 1 cup cocoa butter, 1/2 cup unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/4 cup powdered sugar or coconut sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/8 teaspoon sea salt, 1/2 cup milk powder, or keep it dairy-free for dark chocolate. Step 1. Melt the cocoa butter. Start by chopping the cocoa butter into smaller pieces. Place it in a heat-proof bowl over a pot of simmering water. Stir occasionally until the cocoa butter has completely melted. Step 2. Cocoa powder and sugar. Once the cocoa butter is melted, sift in the cocoa powder to avoid clumps. Stir the mixture thoroughly to combine. Then, add your sweetener and stir until fully dissolved. Step 3. Add milk powder. If you're making milk chocolate, add the milk powder. Stir until smooth. If you prefer dark chocolate, you can skip this step. Step 4. Flavoring and salt. Add the vanilla extract and a pinch of sea salt to the mixture. The salt will balance out the bitterness and enhance the chocolate flavor. Step 5. Pour into molds. Once everything is well mixed and smooth, pour the chocolate into silicone molds or an ice cube tray. You can also spread it out onto a parchment-lined baking sheet if you prefer chocolate bars or chunks. Step 6. Chill and set. Refrigerate the chocolate for about 1 to 2 hours or until it's completely hardened. The colder the fridge, the faster it will set. This homemade chocolate is rich, customizable, and sure to be a hit with anyone who enjoys the sweet, smooth taste of cocoa. Happy Valentine's Day!